I am a 33-year-old adult who's built stellar reputations abroad. And now I am back in my parents' house, figuring it out once again. And I'm really hoping that by telling the truth about the leap, I can remember how to fly. You see, I was a business owner, and I technically still am, according to the CRA, who believe in ghosts and one last bloody tax year. I used to sell clarity, leadership with good posture, DEI woven into boardrooms like a stitch that you don't notice until the tear is gone. I coached the confident and the quietly brilliant, I tell you, creatives with wild eyes. I help them name themselves. I help them want bigger and stop apologizing for it. And then I chose to step off this stage. I chose to hang up my consultation coat and I swapped it for scrubs. Healthcare. Like a long-awaited crush, finally texting me back. And the work is clean, honest, useful in the way that food is useful. But the management, jump scare, valani, trimani, zu, trimi, bani, yo, baba. In December of 2024, I took a visit home. And the word visit in that statement really had a run for its money because I almost didn't go back. But you see, loyalty is a tricky muscle. My manager, she built this job for me out of her hands, and I could not bear to drop it on the floor. So I returned, dragging my feet and packing my conscience. And then, as is usual, the motherland effect. See, jet lag and ancestry colluding. Everything glowed. People smiled like they were extras on a show about forgiveness. Even the air felt generous. And I was high. I was high on nostalgia and good lighting. And in the back of my brain, a grenade rolled around. Quiet, patient, safety pin still intact. And weeks went by. And then I want home. Home like arms, like kitchens, like showing up unannounced in chicken licking. I wanted to hug my people without having to plan it 6 weeks ahead. I wanted to be an IRL influence, knees scraped, birthdays saved. I wanted my nibblings to know my voice before my voice note. I want less, you missed out on this, and more, this was great because you're here. This is better because you're here. I want presence, weight, scent. I want to be seen, held, heard, smelled. And the funny thing about that grenade is that it didn't explode anything. It clarified. Like consulting, like healthcare, like the bloody last tax year. I'm still a business owner, still a coach, still choosing. Only now the product is proximity. So let's fast forward 7-8 months now, and I'm home for good. I'm waking up in the same room that I once tried to jailbreak myself out of. Same walls, but a different pulse. I babysit every moment I can. I'm rocking time on my hip, feeding my family. My hands feel like this is what they were destined for. And it doesn't feel like sacrifice. There's no martyrdom arc, just fall. And I spill into Bram streets, elbows brushing dreamers who didn't stop when I left. They continued, like the city. And somehow, finally, I fit. This home is solid. It's not nostalgic, not imagined. And it's daring me to show up whole, because being exotic does not earn you any applause here. Everyone around me is black, boisterous, ambitious. You don't get brownie points for sparkle, but you get aura points for substance. And I'm slowly finding my feet, and it's so funny finding my feet, this sentiment, as if my feet have left me. When my sister asked us to reflect in January on our feet and the role that they've played in our lives. They've gone with us, unquestioned, uninvited. And so here they are again with me, taking steps like sliding into the music scene with no contacts, just audacity and a loud hello, wearing my I'll talk to anybody because I can shoes. But the job search though? Jump scare. Yeah. What was meant to be easy is giving saturated market, closed doors, and a strong suggestion that I'll have to start my own thing again. So I guess that fatigue better start packing. The eviction notice has been posted. No extensions. I submitted 50 plus applications. 1 interview. And then nothing. No closure arc. No rejection email dressed as politeness. Just quiet. Thick. Unanswered. The kind of silence that asks questions back. And still, I wake up in this same room. Still babysitting time. Still walking Bram. And still listening to my feet do what they've always done. Move. No guarantees. No finish line in sight. Just steps. Some sure, some shaky. And me, I'm learning again. To keep walking even if the direction is foreign. Because one thing is for sure, I'm not giving up on myself. I can't. There's just too much waiting on the other side of getting up. I'm stitched together by promises, convictions neatly tucked in pockets. New music is calling me by name. My EP wants another life, and my poems are stacking themselves into a book. Moments that find me just as they should. There's so many versions of creative that I get to be, but this path that I'm on is not rare. It's just close. Close to home, close to people. Close to where I can hear cutlery clinking in the kitchen and hear the history hum in the walls. This is the flavor I've chosen because I want to disappear into family rituals and unspoken rules as I sit in the carport with my brother and my father. And we talk about everything except for how we feel. But it's okay because we know we don't hide that anymore. And this is what it's all been about. 33 years of bold leaps. And here I am, mid-air, landing at home. 10 years after fleeing the nest as though urgency was chasing me. Brilliant, exquisite, prickly. Still, I'm not giving up on myself. I'm just learning how to reclaim a sense of self. I'm not undone. I'm not starting from zero. I'm just standing in the aftertaste of many lives well lived. I'm a former business owner, a coach, a healer in training, a poet with receipts, a sibling, an aunt, a witness, a person who left and returned and realized that coming home is its own kind of courage. I've crossed borders. I've created things out of air. I've watched grenades clarify instead of explode. And I've chosen proximity over prestige, family over fiction, process over polish. Some days I'm certain. Some days I'm tired. Most days I'm still moving. And this documentation, these poems, these leaps, these moments, they're not evidence of failure. They're proof of life, of recalibration, of somebody brave enough to sit in the in-between and call it real. Which is how you end up here.